This is my presentation about salmon as a keystone species in traditional ecological knowledge. First, we have to talk about what the practice is and why it's important. Salmon as a keystone species is talking about the foundational ecological concept that salmon supports the health, biodiversity, and structure of entire ecosystems. Now, why it's important. It's important because salmon connect different ecosystems by being a primary food source for many species like bear, elk, and deer, which is why salmon are very important to keep ecosystems alive. And it was important to the indigenous tribes too, as salmon gave them nutrients, proteins, and vitamins. This practice is mostly used in Pacific Northwestern tribes, and there wasn't a single person or group that started it first. Instead, many different groups started centering their cultures over salmon, like the Nisqually Indian tribe, the Yurok tribe, the Haida Nation, and many more. Archaeological evidence shows intensive salmon fishing in the Pacific Northwest dating back at least 9,000 years. Indigenous communities harvested and culturally relied on salmon year-round, utilizing the species during its spring, summer, and fall. Now, how did the indigenous people make sure that they didn't hunt salmon to extinction? Many indigenous groups controlled when fishing occurred by doing things like prohibiting fish during salmon runs and by having leaders control who could fish and when they could fish. Salmon are a species that support entire ecosystems and have been deeply important to indigenous communities in the Pacific Northwest for thousands of years. Traditional ecological knowledge helped ensure salmon were harvested sustainably so that they could continue to thrive for future generations. Thank you for listening. Bye!